Right, sorry about that. Hi, Rebel Rocker. How you doing, love? You alright? Cool. Anytime you want to come up, just leave the avatar and we'll have a conversation. I can't get out of this place yet. I'm in a certain mental facility, yeah. They lock up all the good guys, don't they? Just keep us nice and quiet, as long as possible, Anyway, you can't really see me. But yeah, I'm not able to get out because staff's doing some, handover business, from day shift to night shift and all that jazz. Oh, thanks a lot anyway for giving the thumbs up. That's good of you. Very good. Yeah. I know you're a good person. I'll sum up your comments, on different videos and all that. But, yeah. So, anyone, come on down tonight. It could be a good one tonight. I'm on form, I think. I've not been out all day. I need to express, certain things and say various bits of shit. And hopefully it'll resonate with somebody, or a few people, or maybe, one or two. Doesn't really matter, does it? Each one teach one. You just got a couple of people, saying something. Can be, each class is a bit much, aren't they? Never mind, but I've got the wrong ones on. I might go and change them. Because it looks like I've thought about for ages, so, before I can get out of here. So, it could take 10 minutes, so I could play me a little tune if you want. Well, a tune. Maybe I didn't get it, I was just pretending. How's it going? Can't find anything. Jesus. Oh, that over a freaking beanbag. That's a good way to start the stream, isn't it? Beam stream. Beam me up, Scotty job, isn't it? Yeah, so, oh dear. Disaster strikes again. Anyway, I've got to get the sound thing on here. I'll put this on while they finish doing their rubbish, so I can get through there. To it into this little tune. It's a bit mad. It's totally off the cuff. Yeah. Right, that's a lovely tune, isn't it? Alright, I've got another one for you. It's called Depleted Immune Syndrome. It doesn't matter whether it's tune or not. I couldn't get a flying bucket of political rhetoric. Yeah, I couldn't get a flying bucket of political spewed rhetoric. Yeah. Travels all around. Travels around. Travels around. Travels around. Travels How many shots of whiskey would you like? How many shots of whiskey would you like? Would you be in danger of falling off your bike if I gave you too many shots? Perhaps you fall under a train. Perhaps you fall out of your brain. Yes, that's not bullshit or not right. As I was saying, when you so rudely interrupted, with not being there at all. But I was hallucinating at the time, and the hallucination was rudely interrupting me and telling me that the hallucination was safe and effective. And everything was safe and effective. Even chemtrails were safe and effective. And yes, because it's harmless conversation, of course. Totally safe and effective. Just like going on a steam train. And it's all absolutely totally safe and effective and everything perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about whatsoever. Our politicians are still kissing babies. Oh, yes. And there's green shoots of recovery in the land fit for heroes, and the green and pleasant land of England is going to be absolutely scintillatingly beautiful. The blue skies are going to burst through the fog of war. It's going to be absolutely marvelous. Thank you for lurking. I just saw a lurker popped in for a second. It's just totally mind walked out. The love wave just pushed him away. Yeah, just blew into pieces. He can't stand love these people. They're so evil. It's unbelievable. One smile will virtually kill them. One genuine smile, that is. Of course, the politicians are very skilled at smiling at cameras. Yes, very skilled at acting. The sentient ones like us, we can see through the skies, and we just see a monster telling stinking lies. Thank you. I'm going to end the stream just for now and pop back in a few minutes. Because I just want to fuck off. Because I just want to fuck off. Because, well, I don't know. I could say something I regret in a bit. But that's a wonderful time, okay? And just to show you how happy I am, here's my wonderful face. Well, yeah, I'm a bit mad, wasn't it? But anyway, I've got to get out of here. Okay. Let me out of this universe, man. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh dear. No lurkers or nothing. Very weird. Oh well. Hope Rebel Rocket comes back. She might like that one. Totally safe and effective, this channel. Love it. You know, recommended for a little while. You know. Beings of like total incompetence and sense of humour and it's like sarcastic every now and again correctly directed sarcasm can be quite safe and effective, I suppose. Anyway, yes, I'll switch the sound off now as well. So hang on a sec. Right, sorry about that. Sorry about that completing of the total mess around. I did have, considerable problems vacating the premises, as it were. Anyway, I'm out now, live and direct from the stratospheric, whatever. Anyway, I just had a lurker on the top off. This is rather nice of them. Right. Perfect. We got the wrong colour sky, but never mind me. See what it's like on the hillside, and the poor patient coughing the guts up, smoking all day, not getting any exercise. Hardly ever going out, a lot of the patients. The mental health system really needs to kick up the butt, but yeah, crazy because I've got the book called Cracked by James Davies out of Roehampton University, who's a psychotherapist guy, not a psychiatrist, psychotherapist, and he got some inside knowledge, and he got to speak to someone called Robert Spitzer in America, and talk about the DSM, which is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for diagnosing patients. It's a psychiatrist's Bible, basically. That's what they all go on, blah, 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 blah. This person's manifesting these behaviours, then it must be a, blah, 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 blah. Psycho, schizoaffective, all the other names I've been called in the book over the years. Schizophrenic, schizoaffective, personality disorder, call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, some bullshit like that. Saying I was concerned about chemtrails and I shouldn't be, It's all down in writing, it's hilarious, really. I don't know what the brain cell on active duty is, as David Icke would say, would certainly be slightly concerned, anyway. Hotness conversation, of course, according to the banner. Yeah, we get on most of our sky watching videos and that, Yeah. Funny how it hangs around for hours and hours and hours, isn't it? I put the kettle on and I'm having a cup of tea or, perhaps even a cup of reasonable coffee, not the Nescoff shite. Don't do any Nestle products whatsoever. I don't buy any of that crap. I wouldn't buy a hat with a chickadee boo on it neither. All trainers with the swoosh on it and all that jazz. No, I prefer nice and plain and simple, nice, dignified clothing, fairly anonymous, but I do support my friends in New York and the NYFD, for truth, So, well, what can we say? Nothing much, really. Anyway, I'm going to say something else, I can't remember what. Doesn't matter. I'll just shut up for a little while and I'll check back every now and again, look at the phone and see if anyone popped in. But I'll just show you the walk along the road. Okay, here we go. Gets better in a minute once I get off this road network. It's really nice countryside, so hopefully someone will enjoy it. If not for anything that I particularly say, just for the the kind of natural world point of view, seeing nature and stuff, and obviously looking at the strange formations in the sky. possibly, there's a couple of weird trails up there, don't we? You can see them or not. It's not easy, you can't zoom in on these live stream things, but there's some weirdness going on up there with all that harmless condensation not evaporating at all, and yeah, I put my kettle on for a cup of tea, and I don't expect to end up having a Turkish bath, a sauna, you know what I mean? It's random, crazy stuff. Look at that one now. Yeah, see that? Yeah. There's one up there spraying away. I don't know if you can see him, he's really high up. They're spraying very, very high up. And we're an island, of course, so no doubt they're spraying out at sea and dragging it in on frequency, you see. So, yeah, that's probably where they're doing the majority of the initial spraying. That's why you get massive cloud walls in the morning, sometimes already built up before you even see a single plane go across the sky sometimes. There's already a massive cloud wall built up, and it doesn't look particularly natural, well, not to the practiced eye, as it were. People have been looking at these phenomena for several years. Me and my decent sky watching friends. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, look at this one now. Like, we've been walking down here, and it's still there. It's a warm evening, it's not going anywhere. It's taking its time to filter down to the Earth's surface and, down to into our lungs and into our bodies, whatever it is they're spraying, barium, strontium, lithium, to name but three, coal fly ash, can go on and on and on, and all kinds of things. It could be anything in these things. It's certainly, I would think it's part of the Depop agenda. Obviously, it's got to be, isn't it? I mean, look at that. It doesn't look real. None of that, does it? Look at them. Absolute madness, isn't it? There you go. Yeah, so look at that trail that we just left. Can you see it glinting in the sun? Yeah. I just decided to farce out some, stuff just there, and then, switch off and on, Yeah, do that all the time. See it all the time, Yeah. I mean, they can't switch the engine off mid-air, can they? To drop out of the sky, but yeah. If only one would, eh? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, and people actually saw what was on board. Like the lack of, seating, etc., etc., etc. Need I go on? Yeah. Yeah, they've been doing this stuff, the weather engineering, since 1891, from balloons before man had aircraft. The only flight man could do was in a balloon, I think, or one of them kind of hang gliders thing, like, what was it called? The guy, was it Dalius or something? I don't know, some guy tried to, I can't remember, or was that Greek mythology job? I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, it didn't work. I might be on about Greek mythology, trying to fly to the sun or something, or whatever. Something like that, some character, I'm not sure. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. Anyway, never mind, it's Greek mythology. It's all Greek to me. I hope this is all Greek to you, everything I'm saying, because there's a lot of Greek on the pavement here, look. Who knows what they're planning here? No idea, all these crazy symbols and that. There we go. Probably, making an even bigger roundabout. Whatever. I don't know why, though. Seems to be adequate, this one, as well. But saying, build back better, you've got to smash it all down first, don't you, to build it back? And it certainly won't be better, will it? Might be for them, not for us. And there's a load of, beautiful copse that was in there, which just took down completely. Wooded area, you can see all the tree stumps there, all waiting to dry out a bit more, so it's easier for them to burn them. But yeah, it's just a no man's land there now. It's like a, you know, yeah, it's horrible. I mean, I used to sit in there and, you know, the birds would come right near me. You know, I'd just take food in there and sit there for half an hour. And because there was so much dense covering, it blocks a lot of the noise off the motorway, you know, even in the rush hour. And I could actually hear the birds singing above the traffic, which was amazing. You know. Yeah, we've got these things up there, you know. Yeah. Still there, look, the same ones we saw before, that's still there. You know, just moved around at a different angle, but same trail, exactly the same thing. Hanging around, you know. Yeah. The sky is totally wrong colour, all marked up with God knows what. But, you know, we've got to breathe, haven't we? You know, breezy Air Force there. Yeah. So, you know, being forced to breathe all their contemptuous shite, which is no good for anything. And, you know, massive tree die-off in, well, in the local forest, nearly all the pine trees in the local forest, except for the deciduous pines, the evergreen ones, they seem to be suffering really bad, and you know, they're dying basically, a whole lot of them. So you know, some of the deciduous pines seem okay, but you can't really tell because they're just coming out again for this year. But you don't know, they might not last that long. You know, the pine needles might start dropping off really early or something. I don't know, no idea. But look at that madness up there. Yeah, nothing normal about any of that, is there? Yeah. Nobody notices because everyone's completely hypnotised by the television, the ridiculous devices, watching absolute shit that tells you absolutely nothing, doesn't challenge your thinking or anything, or put any new information into your bonds, you know, your head, that is, you know, the old brain box, you know. Yeah, little cherry tree there, rather nice. Yeah. Looks like a magnolia, that one, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's a magnolia. Yes. Oh, pretty early, isn't it? I don't know, I thought they were a bit later on, magnolias, but maybe not. I don't know. Someone shouting at me, they're always doing that when I'm on the phone and I'm filming the sky. Yeah? Someone's got to shout shit at you. You know? It's happened loads and loads of times. Did you hear that, huh? But we're up against it. Too much of a coward to stop his car and remonstrate with me and, or, you know, traduce me, you know, and reduce me to, you know, you know, slithering worm, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, let's see where we go to the slightly nicer, more relaxing area. Right, let's see if anyone's in. Screen, nobody. Wonderful. Someone might listen to the replay, I don't know, I hope so. But, well, probably not. No idea. Nice, is it? Ah, dear. Well, you know, it would be nice if somebody came along. Oh, we had Rebel Rocker, she came down, so that's good of her. Yeah, and, you know, if anyone listens to just a few minutes of this, or, you know, whatever, you know, might resonate with them or something, or something might come up clip. I don't know, but anyway, wonder why we bother, really. You know, nothing seems to be changing much at all, really. But, you know, it's the same old, it's getting worse, actually. You know, don't seem to be anyone, you know, in officialdom or anything. You know, there are a few people, obviously, but not no one with any significant power in authority. There's no one in authority, in fact, actually speaking out about this at all, as far as I know. You know, we have Dane Wigginson, obviously, in America, the biggest website in the world on climate engineering, with his film The Dimming. Very, very essential film to watch. It's far too long, of course, unfortunately. I've asked him about that several times. Would he do a condensed version that is kind of average Joe friendly, kind of like, Joe Public, so that it's not so long-winded, because it's nearly 2 hours long. It's 1 hour and 56 minutes or something. It's ridiculously long for a film. I mean, the film Holes Made in Heaven, about Harp, I think it was under an hour, and it got his point across perfectly well in an hour. Very good film, that. Holes in Heaven, made years ago. Yeah, not enough people paid attention to all these things, do they? I mean, that's not the only film that got its point across nicely in, under 1 minute, 1 hour 40, 1 hour 20 minutes or something. There's a few others as well that are very, very good. But I don't know why Dane had to go on at bum-numbing length, especially in the science labs and all that. It's very boring, totally academic stuff for the anoraks, the raincoats, the lab boys, the technicians, the, so-called, well, perhaps, good scientists. Something for them to, look at. But obviously, in the middle of a truth film, you're not going to suddenly start telling lies right in the middle of it, are you? So you can just do a brief summary of the results from the labs without all the ridiculous bum-numbing chit chat. Oh, look at this! This is a nanoparticle thingy, and this is another nanoparticle thingy, and we've got so many because of X, Y, Z, and ABC. Yeah, yada yada yada. What do they say? Yeah, them bluebells, aren't they beautiful? See, nature. Yeah. Science couldn't create a single petal of any of this. It couldn't create a blade of grass. Yeah, it can't create a mustard seed. It can't create anything. Yeah, all it can do is interfere and meddle with nature. Mother Nature, yeah. Or the God creation, if you want to get religious about it or whatever. I believe in the miracle of the planet, Planet Earth, I believe in that miracle. And it needs to be saved from the criminals. Obviously got a big leg up with the, 911 job, yeah. And all the other various psyops and stuff, perpetrated in that. And, they had a massive killing, didn't they, in Iraq, Afghanistan, they justified wars in, all over the globe, really, keep saying, well, we're fighting, so-called terrorism all over the world, Syria, blah, 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 this and that. Could go on and on and on. And of course, Gaddafi was taken down by the Americans because he wanted a dinar, wanted to, mint his own currency, the dinar, and get out of the dollar altogether. Yeah, so they wouldn't like that, so they got rid of him. And, he was a good man, basically. He was a pretty good bloke, obviously really badly maligned by the BBC and the Western media, obviously. Perhaps he did a few wicked things, I don't know. I'm not actually sure too much about that. I'm not sure what to believe sometimes. But, I think basically he was a pretty good bloke, especially for his people, he's bashing for his country, unlike the criminals in our government now who are bashing for the oligarchs in, other countries who have shares in the takedown of the whole planet, when we look at it from a logical perspective, it doesn't take a genius to work out that they're actually trying to destroy a planet and they are a death cult. Yeah, not on steroids. They're on something far more powerful than that. They're just on their own maniacal ego. Yeah, I don't care for this planet whatsoever. Yeah, they want it to all end. They want it to all finish. They don't care if all the nuclear stations melt down or anything. They're not bothered what they do, because it all goes in with the plan of destroying the planet, and they can live underground for how long? I don't know. Before it all implodes underground, they start fighting each other because they love killing so much. I can't see them getting on with each other for too long. And certainly all the minions that have been promised, all the minions that have been following orders and all that, who've been promised, the free passes to the underground cities and, the bunkers, underground, Yeah, as if the devil, isn't a devious beast. If such a devil actually exists, well, it does, isn't it? It's obvious, isn't it? It's got to, isn't it? Because you couldn't have this evil without some devil behind it. And I think there's a few devils, definitely. Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop ranting for a minute, I think. Get my breath back. Sit up on the hill and, look at the, the horrible sunset. Look. All the trails still there. Look, probably the same one we saw from a different angle there. The one was on the way here, but there you go, beautiful planet Earth, and no one destroy it, because the crazies, they're not psychopathic. The monsters are beyond psychopathy. It's beyond that. It's planetary omnicide. That's what it is. Like suicide, but omnicide. Everything. Kill everything off, and have a synthetic existence underground. Without all those minions who put up all the towers and everything, and all that lot, and the LED lights, and all which can be focused, of course, all the frequencies, gear, and all that. All the minions who put all that stuff up, and a lot of them went up. A lot of the towers went up when we were in lockdown. There were foreign people coming in, and do anything for a bit of money, wouldn't they? And of course, it's a joke, isn't it? Anyway, there we go. That's it. Just take the coin, and keep your mouth strapped shut and all that, do what you're told, and you'll, get to live underground. Come on, eh? And the World Economic Forum job. You'll own nothing and be happy. Do you remember that one? As if they're going to make us happy with us owning nothing. It doesn't make sense, does it? The idea that they're actually going to bother to feed us when we're herded into these camps, which is what we'll be, these 15-minute cities, they're trying to get going or something, which I don't think will happen. Some evil shit will happen before that, probably. It'll probably go nuclear. I hope not, but it could do. I don't know what they're planning to do. But they seem to be, certainly getting their own way. Oh, they can hear me, these two. They've stood up. They're used to me coming in. They usually come over and say hello. Yeah, I bought some herbs the other night. Had some herbs in my bag, and they came in there. Sniffed in the bag, sniffed at my shoes and all that. Stood right next to me. Yeah, it's a nice moment, that. Yeah, I think I've got that on the live stream somewhere. Pretty sure. Yeah. So, yeah. I'll sit down with these guys in a minute. Oh, dear. Actually, I'm going down the hill too much. I'll go back up the hill. I can see them later on. But yeah, it's nice to get out. I've been cooped up all day because Yeah, there's a lot to deal with today. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to stop by this tree here, prop the phone up on it and point it at the sky while I call on nature and roll a cigarette and that. So I'll leave you in peace for a bit and stop rattling on. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. I mean, it says nobody's watching, doesn't it? I think. I'll have a look at it. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's really weird. I mean, I was on the phone to a friend, on the live stream with a friend the other night, and he said he could see 8, and I could only see 2 or something. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. So he was seeing 8 watching, and he was only seeing 2. God, we've been on for 51 minutes already. I can't believe that. Oh, it's because we had the, the hassle of actually getting, out of the unit, whatever. Where did I put this phone last night? There we go. Oh, yeah. No good. Yeah, it's very old tree. I forgot where I put the phone around it. Nicely angled last night. So we could see the sun. Oh, hang on. What's up there? Can't see that. Alright, okay. We can't see the sun anyway, it's gone in, but see the remnant of the sunset. Let's try and get that sorted out. Oh dear, it won't stay still. Right, okay, what's that like? No, maybe see the sky, that's better. It won't stay there though, it's not going to stay put. Nothing I can really do about that. The mic's hang about, you never know. So yeah, leave your comments if there's anyone there wants to hear any, plus or, yay or nay or anything, It's good to hear opinions, whether I agree with them or not, it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's all good. Full communication, isn't it, one way or another. So, let's have a look at you on the way. Play a bit of my friend. Poxy thing is pushing about. Right. I don't know why it's messing about, it just is. It's got a bit of a bug and stuff. Some shit going on there. Switch it on and off and on again. Right. hopefully you'll be able to hear this bit of conversation. Worth listening to. It's good. My friend Wildlife Wonder and me talking on a live stream a while ago. Okay. Just took the CD out. Oh, man. That's not weird. It's that one, I think. That's not the right one. It's messing about with some bug in it. Oh, get my head in this shit. Oh, bollocks, I'm going to have to turn the phone off. Shut up. Poxy didn't do anything. Not letting me switch it off now. It's got a bug in it. Fucking thing. Managed to shut it off finally. Poxy thing, honestly. Anyway, I'll just leave it off. I can't move on now. Pissing me off. Because I went to a shop to have that sorted out, that bug problem, and it seemed to have come back. Anyway. Oh, that. Rolling smoke. What's happened to that bloody thing? Oh, shit. Yeah, well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. All this climate engineering, I mean, it's, it's destroying crops worldwide, so the food supply will be, getting pretty sparse in a bit, won't it? They keep doing it, keep wrecking people's crops and the farmers, keep getting pissed around and everything, Well, it was 1,900, I think, attacks in the last, something like 18 months or something, on food plants and processing places and all that, and factories and that, in America. That's just in America, I mean, they'll probably start doing it over here in a bit, I don't know. It's absolutely nuts, isn't it? I mean, all the food, there's nothing fresh anymore in the world. No fresh water, no fresh soils, so, all your food's compromised to an extent. So, I don't know. Keep detoxifying if you can, or whatever the word is. But, right. Anyway, I don't know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for. I've forgotten the damn thing, haven't I? Shit. Bloody hell, shit. Forgive me. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, I seem to have lost my lighter, so I can't have a brave man. So I just smoke, don't smoke tobacco anymore. But I still like to smoke my herbs, you know. Not the cannabis stuff, I'm not a cannabis person, you know. No. No, I used to hang about with cannabis people and all that, which is fair enough. It's, you know, if it suits them, that's fine, but doesn't agree with me, so not really. Anyway, but I smoke herbs, so maybe it's in here, don't it? It's all in my pockets, and I just dropped it somewhere. Such a mess around to get out of the bloody place tonight. Bollocks. Right. I'm going to board to the mission, I think. Yeah. I'm bail out now, so yeah. Anyone watching it back, you know, sorry about this, but I need to smoke. It's a stressful day and whatever. Anyway, whatever, never mind, eh? Okay, see you later. Cheers.